Hello everybody, welcome back to Retro Computing Ranch. We're going to do a very short video today. It is the night before Thanksgiving and I've got a whole lot of things left to do. Not a lot of time, but I wanted to give you an update first on the AT&T 3B2. This is the third unit and the issue that it has is there is no serial output on the console or the CON-TTY. So we're going to do a deep dive and see if we can track down where our serial communication is going wrong. I know that we have line drivers, line receivers back here. So we're going to start in that area and work back towards the CPU to see if we can find out what's going on. Now also, I wanted to give you a little bit of information on where we're going to be heading next in the rotation. So that video on the repair is probably going to be coming up in 2 or 3 weeks. The next video that comes out is going to be talking about the Bell Mac 32 CPU. And then after we wrap those up, we're going to keep the 3B2s. We'll still work on them in the rotation. But I have a breadbox Commodore 64. Now this Commodore 64 sat outside in the elements for probably 4 to 5 years, and then set in a leaky shed for another 5 to 6 years. And so it's in rough shape. It's dirty. I haven't cleaned it yet. It does work, sort of. It will fire up and display, but the graphics are kind of wonky, and it takes input from the keyboard and tries to do things, but it's not quite working right. Now, I've had, and the board is currently fixed into the case, I've had the board out, and I've checked the solder connections on some of the ICs, and what I have found is that the bottom of the board has a pretty bad case of trace rot, and I hope I can count on all of you to keep a secret. I found where my wife is hiding the Christmas presents this year. And so, we bring that up here. I found this. I had been talking to my wife about getting a replacement main board, and it turns out that she contacted American Retro Shop and got me the correct replacement PCB. And so this is going to be a Christmas present, so it's still around a month out. I'm going to get sockets, and I'm going to carefully desolder all of the components out of the breadbox 64, the outdoor 64, as I'm going to call it. I'm going to put the sockets in the new PCB, clean up all the chips, get them installed, install all of the passives, basically everything. Probably going to do a recap at the same time. And then we're going to see if we can get this thing fixed up. Now, of course, this is kind of a computer of Theseus type of situation where, is it still an old school Commodore 64? Well, yes, because that board is just a modern replica using modern techniques, but it will still be a Commodore 64. And I'm getting pretty excited about it. I don't have a working Commodore 64. I haven't had a working Commodore 64 in probably, 20 years. I've got a power supply that I purchased off of a kind user on the Usagi Electric Discord. And so we're going to get everything going here. Super excited about it. I hope you're excited about it too. Let's hang out and see if we can get this Commodore 64 saved. I sure would like to be able to get back into the 64 scene. Anyways, that's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe so that you get further updates on what we're doing with the Outdoor 64 project. And have a happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Talk to you soon.